Ben, please do an affordable hammock option. It's getting warmer and I want to try it out. Today I've got just that for you, an all-in-one affordable hammock system. Now I've done a bunch of hammock videos in the past. I've done how to set up your hammock, different suspensions. I'll link those videos down below in the description. Now since I've hammock camped in all different seasons and all different conditions, I've since graduated into a more complex hammock system. And obviously the price goes up, and I understand that a lot of people don't want to spend $500 to $1,000 getting everything they need to have a great night out in a hammock. I've done budget hammocks in the past, great for if you just want to test the waters out, but again, it's not going to give you that complete sleep system. You spend 60 or 70 on a budget hammock, you spend that or more on a fly, you spend that or more on a bug net, and you all of a sudden get up into that $200 or $300 price range just to be comfortable in the woods. Now I've looked at several companies and their systems that they've put together. Hammock camping is becoming more popular, so they put systems together such as the fly, the bug net, the hammock, even under quilts. Again, you're going to get up into that higher price range. So Eno has a system that combines all those things together. It's called the One Link system, but really if you add up all the parts that you would buy normally, that's where that price ends up at over $250. The system I'm going to show you today is under $200, and I think it's worth every penny. Now Therm-a-Rest also sells individual components such as the tree straps, the hammocks, the underquilts, the flies, and the bug net. But what they've done is they've combined several components into a package and knocked the price down into a very affordable option. As you can see, it comes in one bag, which is very convenient, weighing just over 3 pounds. So a really nice ripstop bag that holds everything that you need, a cord lock and cinch on the top. You can go ahead and pull your fly out. You can go ahead and pull your stakes and tree straps out, and then you're left with just the body of the hammock in the stuff sack. Now you notice one end has a carabiner. We're going to go ahead and throw our tree straps on the tree, connect this up, and then the whole thing just comes right out of the bag. The system comes with a really nice suspension system. It's webbing instead of cordage that stretches, and it's fully adjustable, unlike some of the other straps that you find from other manufacturers. I'm going to put these at about head level, very easy to set up. You just take the loop, wrap it around the tree, and then run the whole suspension system right through, and you're all set to do the other side. So then all we have to do is take the clip that's hanging out of one side of the bag and connect it to the loop on one side of the suspension, extend it over to the other side, and connect the other clip. I really like the heavy duty carabiners they give you. Allows you to disconnect one side of the hammock if you want to stow it during the day. And then again, I really like these tree straps, which are fully adjustable. You don't have to select a specific loop up the cordage or up the webbing. You may have to double them up around a smaller tree. They do give you a lot of webbing, which is also nice. So fully adjustable, great stuff. As I've explained in other videos, you want to give yourself about a 30-degree angle with your straps. And then you just want to sit in it and test it out. Make sure it's nice and snug up against the trees. And then make sure you're not too far off the ground so that you could go ahead and work or just use it as a chair to lounge in. Most places in the summertime have a lot of bugs. You're going to need a bug net, and the hammock house comes with an integrated bug net. So it zips on one side, but then you can also roll it back and connect these toggles and stow it away if you're not going to use it in the cooler months, for example. You can do that all the way along the back side of the hammock here, and it just gets it out of your way. Another brilliant idea from Therm-a-Rest. So a bug net can be a pain to set up, especially if it didn't come with your hammock. You generally have to run a ridge line, and what they've done with the hammock house is awesome. It comes with the webbing that you can connect to the tree just like you did the hammock suspension. It is fully adjustable. It has shock cord, which is great. I usually put that on my tarp suspension just to give it a little bit of give in high winds. But then you just connect this little buckle here to the little tab on the bug net, and you can cinch it up. You don't want it to be really tight. You want it to have a little bit of sag in it, but you do the same thing at both ends. So very, very easy, very, very quick to set up, not only the hammock, but the bug net as well. So your zipper on the one side, you just unzip that to get in. They've even included these little stash pockets on both sides. You have one on your foot end and also one on your head end. So after a few simple steps, we're hanging peacefully in our hammock. So here's a view from inside the hammock. Plenty of room, very comfortable. I'm able to get a pretty flat laying diagonally. And even though you don't have a static ridge line, they've given you these little loops that you can hang things off of, such as a headlamp. And then you have your stuff sack at the head end, and then there's another one down there at the foot end. Another nice feature is you have a two-way zipper, and they've put these really big pulls on here, making it easy to open and close. Next, all you need is a little bit of protection from the elements. They give you a fantastic tarp with this system. It's a large cantilever cut tarp. They've made it super simple to connect, just like everything else. This whole shelter can be put up in minutes. So you have the suspension that your bug net is connected to, and it's got a little color-coded tab on it, and you just hook the little buckle to the tab on both sides, and your tarp is done. The tarp is a nice nylon ripstop, polyurethane coated on one side, and they even give you reflective line, cord tensioners, and the stakes. Another thing that's cool about this tarp is that it has a little storage pocket on all four corners for your cordage, and you can also use that with hiking poles to give yourself sort of a porch mode for your hammock. So if you want a place to cook or just a place to hang out, you can use your hiking poles at two of the corners and give yourself a little overhang. And if during the day you don't need the tarp or the bug net, you can simply just throw two corners of the tarp over to one side, and again, you can use these toggles to tie up your bug net. And taking the system down is super simple and super fast as well. Just do those steps in reverse, undo the buckles, undo the straps from the tree, and the whole thing goes right into one stuff sack. So I am super impressed with the Hammock House. They have made it super easy. They've literally taken out all the questions as to how to set up a system like this, from the high quality webbing that you use for the tree straps, fully adjustable, not loops that go all the way up, so you can adjust it indefinitely. Their bug net is super easy as well, no ridge line to run. You simply just connect it to the other set of webbing, again high quality webbing that goes around the tree. You're not going to hurt the tree, and it's not going to stretch out like paracord does. Again, fully adjustable with that as well. They've really thought about all the details as far as stash pockets on the inside, loops to hang stuff on the top of the hammock, and then the tarp, again, super simple. You simply just connect those two buckles to the color-coded loops on your bug net cordage. You can use it all the way over, you can fold it back, you can roll up your bug net on all four corners. They have pockets for your cordage, so you can organize it before you stuff it away, and they've even given you the reflective guy lines, the tarp or the cord tensioners, and the stakes. So you can really tell that someone who has done a lot of hammock camping helped with this design, because it really has everything that is shortcomings with other systems that I've seen. They've hit the nail on the head as far as the price. If you were to part all this stuff out, even budget stuff, you're gonna pay, you know, $50, $60 for a budget double hammock, if not more. You're gonna pay $50, $60 for a bug net, if not more. You're gonna pay $80 to $100 for a good, you know, full-size cantilever tarp like this. So, you know, then you throw in the guy lines, the stakes, and your tree straps, and you're well up over $200. And this system comes in right at $199. So again, perfect system for not only beginners that want to just get a kit, be able to easily go out and set it up and test it out. I really have a hard time recommending budget hammock stuff to people, because they end up taking it out, they get the shoulder squeeze, they don't know how to set it up right, and they end up not having a great time, and they give up hammock camping. And hammock camping is super fun and really quite enjoyable once you get a system that works. Now, one other thing to consider is you probably are going to need some insulation. In the really warm months, you can probably get away with just a sleeping bag, but your backside tends to get quite cool, so you can definitely use a Therm-a-Rest pad, a self-inflating pad. I probably wouldn't use an air pad, although I know people that do, but the foam self-inflators or the foam ridge rest would work great as well. And again, they do make an underquilt system for this setup as well. So finally, a high quality system at a really good price. I'm going to put a link below to Amazon where you guys can pick one of these up for yourself. If you haven't tried hammock camping, this is the setup to get. Once you get familiar, then you can start getting into the expensive down top quilts, down bottom quilts, and the fancy features of some of the more expensive hammocks. Again, this is a great way to get started in hammock camping. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure you leave me a comment below. Please share this video to any of your friends and family who might be interested. And as always, click that red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.